Hi guys, my name is 𝗤𝗏𝗃𝗁. I'm the CEO of Indian Institute of Strategic Threat Intelligence Analysis and Combat Tactical Science, and also the Krav Maga self-defense instructor in Bengaluru, Hubballi and Dharwad. Today we have Mr. Vijay with me, and he preferred not to show his face, so I'm just showing his notebook here. But what we want to share with you together was that he has come to my house in Dharwad for 3 days of intensive Krav Maga capsule course, diploma course, where he has done 3 capsules, together around 12 tactics. And I just want you guys to hear from his words what kind of knowledge, both positive and negative, he has got from this experience. Hi Vijay, thanks for joining us. Kindly share briefly what did you feel before the training, and what do you feel now after the training has been finished?
Okay. Hi, I'm Vijay, 26 years old. So it's all started like a few months back, the journey with this. I started to research based on my real personal issues. I have nervous issues in terms of communication. If I want to defend on something, I feel something bad when opposite person is trying to make me weaker in terms of that aspect, in terms of communication. So I used to accept the failure and escape from that situation rather than putting my better points over there. So this is wrong, saying this is wrong, I'm not going to accept this. Instead of that, I used to accept my failure and escape from that particular situation.
Okay.
Not only this thing, it used to happen because it's all the way from my childhood. I used to carry this thing. I used to get a lot of fear in terms of dealing with the things, in terms of communication, or in terms of verbal attacks, or anything. It can be physical attack. So always I used to have a premeditated mindset. Okay, let me escape out from this. Let me become bad in that situation, or whatever it is. I used to escape out from the things, and then so that was something which was carried away from all the way from my childhood. So
we all have that.
So
each one of us has different experiences in our childhood, and we carry it, and that's very important point which you have made, is because when we carry that, it reflects in our adulthood.
Correct.
And it reflects in our decisions that we make in our adulthood.
Yes.
Whether it's career, whether it's relationships, and all those things. So very, very good point, Vijay. Please carry on.
So at childhood, yes, it's fine. I used to not feel anything bad about it. But when I grown up, as you said, when I reached adulthood, then the things become difficult for me, day by day. Okay, accepting that failure with premeditated mindset, even if it's not my mistake. I used to go and think and feel become sensitive towards it. Why I'm like this? I might have done that. I used to realize after the situation has been done, I might have done that. Why I didn't react? Why I didn't deal at that time? So I started becoming sensitive and kind of depressed. It used to happen the same thing. Okay, next time I'll react towards the things. But again,
okay, I'll just briefly interrupt you. React. When do people react?
So react in the sense something is happening which is not some person is trying to oppose on certain things which I feel bad, or in terms of he's trying to hit me. Okay, in that particular
aspect. So reaction is based on which emotion?
Instincts.
Reaction is based on
reflex action.
No, reflex action is different, reaction is different.
Yes.
Okay, reflex action is, let's say you're eating your food. That is not a reaction. Yes. Reaction is based on another action that is already premeditatedly happened to you. Based on that action, you are reacting. For example, Correct. If I slap you, you might slap me back.
Yes.
Or you might cry.
Yes.
So both are reaction.
Correct.
Reflex action is different.
Yes.
Okay. So when does reaction happens? Which is the emotion which is the reaction is based on?
Fear.
Very good.
So fear is first thing which is going to come in moment. Okay, something is going to happen. It's a fear. Yes. I am in a victim mindset.
Yes.
Opponent, the moment I show the fear, opponent becomes more powerful.
Automatically becomes more powerful.
Yes, automatically becomes more powerful than compared to previous 2 seconds before.
Yes,
2 seconds.
Very true. Very well said.
So once I reach that victim mindset, so anyway I need to escape it from that situation.
Yes.
Even though I'm good or bad, I need to escape it from there.
Yes.
And then if I'm taking a beating, I need to take that. But over the period of time, it's adulthood.
Yeah.
Adulthood, it's no one is what will say, like, no one is interested to be in that position, in that situation. Okay.
Nobody wants to be the
Okay.
victim. Yeah.
Yes, over the period of time, I never used to get hit or anything. But over the period of time, this thing get continued in terms
Very
of
true,
escape.
very true,
But
very
again going to my home and thinking why I didn't react. There are people who reacts. Why I'm like this? Okay, why I'm sensitive to these things. Then I started researching. Let me learn karate, or let me learn martial arts. So let me learn martial arts. Martial arts will consists of everything. But again, I thought like let me check. I researched like Krav Maga is it's a Krav Maga is the most powerful technique. It works on the strategies, immediate action to take within that milliseconds or 1 second. So opponent will not be able to recover in that particular second. What he will not be able to judge even within that second what happened to me.
Yes.
In terms of reaction or in terms of response what the opponent.
I will just add one more point here. A lot of people misunderstand Krav Maga as just some tricks to learn, like a karate, kickboxing tricks to learn. As you know, in these 3 days, you are not only, in fact, 90% of the time, you have been bombarded with a lot of information on science and psychology, especially criminal psychology and your fear or insecurity psychology.
Yes.
So it is a process where you not only strengthening your own mind and body, but at the same time you're understanding what the criminal mind and body is, and his perception and his thought process and his chain of action, and you're not reacting to the fear. You are doing a more proactive action by using your science, your knowledge, what notes you have written. You can show that so many notes you have written is because that you are trying to create a new kind of a personality, or you can say avatar of a very learned warrior mindset. Okay, and using that you are dealing with a very bad critical crisis situation of a crime, where most probably there might be known attackers and unknown attackers, which will again create more psychological and physical factors involved. Okay, so it's not about just the tricks. That's all I wanted to add to this point. Okay, and please carry on.
And then I tried to research the websites.
Okay.
And then that's how I got. I used to watch YouTube videos.
Okay.
But YouTube is not going to teach me the positions.
Yes.
So then I got to
not teach you the psychology also.
Yeah. I tried to research on the website whether there is an institute available.
Okay.
That's how I found your institute, Guruji. This is the only institute is available in Bengaluru or Karnataka.
Okay.
I tried to find out that.
Okay.
And it was even ratings were good in that. But when I tried to research and dig a little bit, so there were capsules.
Yeah.
I tried to look into capsules, what capsules I can learn. So each capsule was costing so and so amount.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then started to think, why for this capsule I need to pay this much amount.
Okay.
And there was altogether again like 3 days capsule. Even within 3 days there were 12 tactics. One capsule consists of 4 tactics. It means 3 capsules, 3 days with 12 tactics.
Yes.
For this 12 tactics, why do I need to pay that much amount? What is the package related? That's all came to my mind.
Okay.
It took time, little bit time to think and dig into it.
Yes.
And then slowly, started to communicate with Guruji. Tell me, can you explain all these things? So even when I got very clear explanation. These are the tactics. These are the tactics you will be learning. And the continuous learning will improve your instincts. It's not like every weekend learning 1 hour, it doesn't improve your instincts. And this learning, this is this diploma course, what I've gone through, it's a mix of theoretical and practical.
Yes.
Yes, when you are learning practical, there is a science involved in it. That science is required. At first hour when Guruji tried to explain, it was, why this science and all if we are trying to it. But later when the time, when I started to practice and at the same time look into theoretical, keep on, when the moment the time goes on, at the time I realized that science is involved in it. Without science there is nothing. So that logic,
like any other job.
Yes.
If you are a programmer or a doctor or a lawyer,
Yes.
without the basic knowledge of your profession, you cannot perform the profession professionally.
Yes.
Same thing here.
Yes.
So a lot of people misunderstand it's about the physicality of it, strength, fitness, size. And I think one of your elements that you wanted to point out was that you felt that you didn't have the physical strength to deal with a bad situation.
Correct.
Okay. What do you think about it now?
So yes, I did mention I used to feel like physical fitness matters a lot when we are trying to defend, trying to self-defend. Okay, but throughout this throughout these 3 days, I got to know. I mean, whatever the lessons I got from you, Guruji, like it's not the physical fitness. It's all about the mental premeditated mindset. Premeditated mindset is something to deal with at that particular situation, and trying to start looking at the opponent or the way he's trying to assault me, and in terms of trying to identify the weakness and then immediately taking action based on the strategy, applying this particular strategy on that point. Okay. Yes, and also at the same time, strategy, whatever the tactics you told, you also mentioned the real-time examples in between, how sharing your real-time experiences also at the same time. It's not like only about fight. It's something to deal with it's help in personal life also. It's not only these tactics or whatever this course didn't help. I mean, I hope this will not help me only in terms of fight, but also in my personal life, wherever it can apply.
Anywhere it can be applied. Situation, wherever there is a critical decision to be made, like career,
yes,
like relationship, marriage, finance, taking care of parents. Yes. These are all critical decisions.
Because this course taught me one point, like not accept failure at the beginning itself.
Very nice.
Based on the premeditated mindset.
Yeah.
With that premeditated mindset, try to strategize your things.
And even if you fail, yes, you re-strategize.
Yeah, re-strategize.
Keep doing it.
Yes. That's what important point I got this thing. Not only this thing, everything, whatever you shared, it was meaningful. And it's up to me now how I take it.
Very true.
This, whatever the amount I'm paying, I feel like now it's worth enough. Because I feel worth, because whatever the job was, whatever the in terms of teaching, sharing real life experience, tactics, everything, erasing that it's not about physical fitness or nervousness. It's all about you think. Even that mental awareness.
Very true.
You injected to me. So a lot of things, not only one this point, these 3 days continuously you try to inject, trying to feed to my brain the so and so in every aspect. Stories, telling me, explaining me stories, and then again coming to practical, again then it comes to theoretical, again stories in between.
We do that deliberately, yes, because we are always pushing you limits, because pushing you out of the comfort zone.
Yes, this will help us to push out of the comfort zone.
Very true.
And not make the class boring also. Yeah. Because now I'm not only doing only practical, not doing only theoretical, not doing only listening to stories. It's all mixed of all these things.
Yeah.
So all these things, like all these 3 days, I feel like it's worth. And whatever the effort you did to share, whatever the effort you made in terms of sharing, you've done all the things. But it's now up to me as an individual how I take this forward. Because at the end of the course, it's only it depends on the individual how he takes that course. So now it's whatever the confidence you have given, whatever with deliberate strategize or strategizing the things, or practicing, which makes me feel more worthier than this what I paid. It depends on the individual, each individual, how I take it further.
Okay, and so we'll finish it up with your interaction with me as a teacher.
Yes. So in terms of communication, it was I didn't felt a teacher is yes. Before coming, I felt like, okay, he's a teacher. In terms of what if he's going to hurt me sometimes, because he's more strengthier. But once I came here, you every now and then you took care of me and teach the proper strategy without hurting me. And in terms of communication, there was very every point you mentioned, it was clear and crystal. So it's not like even the real life examples what you shared, it was very in line with it was in line with the practicality you shared or theoretical you shared. It's not like you shared one practical and after 2 hours after 2 or 3 hours you share that real time example. Immediately you link this is a theoretical aspect, science is falling onto it, and this is the practical, how the science is going to follow it, and this is a real time example. So in terms of
how it worked in a real life,
how it
especially in my life.
exact,
Yeah, very
yes.
true, very true.
And also you also made sure it's not only about winning. Sometimes you need to fail thinking about the situation awareness. It's not only going and punching on the opponent. It's situational awareness is required at the what is the situation over there. How because there is a family variations.
Yes,
There's a family. There might be a family behind
very
me.
true, very
So it all depends on the situational awareness. So I need to protect my family or protect myself also. It's not only about assaulting someone, not only hitting on someone. Based on the situation, yes, at this moment, I need to self-defend because he's going to, for 100% sure he's going to attack me. Then I need to go ahead. If it can be controlled, we need to make sure situation based on our strategy. We need to make sure it can be controlled by just bluffing him, like accepting the failure. Say sometimes you also made sure like accepting the failure is also fine at some situation because he's going to get bluffed and leave it over there. That thing, it's fine.
We call it distraction and deception and all those things.
These strategies will be. You made me educate that these strategies are required. He's trying to he's trying to hit me. There is no way to avoid. Yes, I'll get out from it. That's this. So there are a lot of points. If I keep on telling it, will be whole day.
Yeah.
So yes, it helped me. It's now up to me to take this to the next level. And thanks to you, sir. Like you was like not only like teacher, but it was like friend. And I never felt like I always felt like friend and student relation. Friends relationship. Whenever you, even though you are more experienced, you came to my level and teach the points and make it energetic.
I'm blessed. I'm really blessed to have students like you, and I'm very happy to see this kind of mindset change in you.
Yes.
Okay, and obviously the reason I'm making the video and the reason you are sharing this is you should give this knowledge or give this inspiration to somebody else.
Yes.
So through this video, we might be able to inspire somebody else who is not feeling very confident right now. And the transformation that you've gone through in just 3 days, of course it's tremendous. It's a very big achievement in itself. But if you persist on it, more transformation is going to come, more knowledge is going to come. So it's just the starting 3 days only. Rest is history. You can stay with me for 3 days also. You can stay with me for 10 years also.
Yes.
But whatever time you are with me, you will always get knowledge.
Yes.
Okay. And if from let's say from a Google point of view or something, if you have to give me stars on this capsule only, okay, what kind of marks will you give me? Because I've given you marks. So your job is to give me marks.
Out of
5. So you can give me 2.1, 3.1, 4.1 or 4.5 or whatever. So out of 5, what total marks
out
will
of
you
5
give?
I'll give 4.8.
Okay.
Other
Thank you
0.2
so much.
I'll be cutting because it's always there is a room for improvement.
Always, yes.
It's not only for you, sir, or for you, Guruji. It's for me also. It's not if I give out of 4, there will be no room for improvement.
Correct.
So 4.8 I'll give, and yes, it's.
So what is the room of improvement? Can you please elaborate that also?
Its room of improvement is like how you market it. I think more number of people will get reached because when I did research on the institutes in Krav Maga, I find only this is an institute in Bengaluru. I don't know if I might be wrong sometimes, but I found this is the only. So when people find, when they say, suppose someone research from the YouTube Krav Maga, okay. Suddenly look whether there is institute is available. So at that time, if very limited institutes are available, then it's up to you to take it to the people more in terms of spend more in terms of marketing, because there is hardly less institute, and make it educate. Krav Maga is something, it's very different from the martial arts.
Yes.
It's very different and easy to learn, and with proper mindset can be implemented in real life.
Very true.
Yeah, and also it teaches a lesson. It's not only about it's not only about fight. It's all about mental situation awareness, psychological,
and
yeah.
spiritual.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Vijay. Jai Hind.
Thanks, Jai Hind.